Welcome to our second part from the executive study trip of the University St. Gallen to Singapore. We had really outstanding days with impressive companies with really quite innovative customer-centric solutions. So I was really intrigued by a lot of companies and seeing on their approach and especially on how they really are looking for how to entry with which specific decides their own key markets. So Markus, so thanks for joining this trip. So what was your key takeaway and are you satisfied by the visits we had? Because for me it was outstanding.
It's not to me to be satisfied, you the participants should be. So basically what I got with me for this time, which was a different trip from my point of view because we saw a lot more diverse companies than ever before. The startup scene is developing in Singapore. Grown-ups are there that can show their own track record right now. For me, most impressive were those two startups on the one hand, like Parcel Perform, I talked about that already in the first post. The other one was Matchmove that came out of the gaming industry and is now into being a financial service intermediary, offering to everybody within minutes in his own app to have a credit card connection, which was really amazing to see, so that everybody who has an own app can become his own bank branch, which is, from my point of view, really a game-changing move. If you think about how Wirecard was growing here, that might be something that is really intriguing. On the other hand, and this is for me like when you take those two trips between the Silicon Valley, where we talked a lot about technology and the ideas of design thinking, and then coming to Singapore and visiting the OCBC Bank that we did the case study with 3 years ago, which is now the most customer-oriented bank in the world according to a worldwide survey from the Banking Association. They take it from the design thinking idea down into the real world. And when you see what they're doing right now, they have got now a fingerless contact to the ATM, which takes away all the possible frauds that are possible in the human interaction with that interface. So you see how far they are going already in their development. That was for me the most amazing part, and sums it up from the idea of design thinking in the Silicon Valley to all the applications that we see in the Asian markets. And that made a huge impression on me.
What for me today was really interesting to see that massive growth that you face here in Singapore. So Asia is growing more and more, as you said already. And so the question for me is, so what is the most important things that you see here in the market, and what kind of role is playing LinkedIn in terms of modern selling here in Asia?
Well, as you've mentioned, I think the growth that we've seen for LinkedIn, but also for all companies in this region, has been huge. And as companies navigate this immense growth, it's really important that they also think about how they're engaging with their clients, so that this is really sustainable growth. And what we've learned from our customers and also our prospects here at LinkedIn is that this is a number one priority for them. Like, how do we engage with clients in a meaningful way, in a credible way that means that we're building long-lasting relationships with our clients? And so we talked a bit today about how sales and marketing alignment is really, really critical on that journey. And more we're hearing from sales leaders and from marketing leaders that the need to be so much more closely aligned on their strategy. For example, just as simple as what is the audience that we're targeting and trying to engage is so critical.
I can only add one thing that is for me always so amazing is when you use LinkedIn in a proper way, and how important information can really ripple on the one hand, and on the other hand, and that's what I like about LinkedIn as well, you can do it with a twinkle in the eye. There's some things that they like that get more posted when they're a little bit more funny, so it takes a little bit of this seriosity out of it. And what would interest me is, when we talk about sales in Asia, we always refer to people, they want to mingle first, they need more context until they get down, they want to really use a network before, they want to build trust before they do the business. And we Europeans and everybody else says, let's do business and then we trust. So this makes, for me, LinkedIn as one of the key components playing a role in a marketing strategy, because if you know the people, when you can see how they're interacting with, you're much closer to the sale than just waiting to see them personally.
Yeah. So thank you for watching, and if you have any types of questions, please don't hesitate to to wait and let us know. We appreciate any kind of comments, so thanks, and thank you for watching and being here, and have a nice day. Bye.
Thanks.